Hi everybody, this is Matias de Jesus, the lead administrator of the We Love Sprint group on Facebook. Today is February the 4th, 2013, and today we have the We Love Sprint Best of and Worst of 2012 award show. And also, before we get to the award ceremony, I got a few things to discuss about. We're going to discuss the BlackBerry 10 release and what's coming to Sprint. Also, we're going to be talking about the newest campaign of trolling and spamming Mobile Nations is endorsing. I'm going to talk about that later. And also, I got a major announcement to make at the end of the vlog. And I'm going to need your help, guys. But first, I got something very important to discuss about. And it's the personal attacks by owners and administrators and members of certain fan pages and groups. They are against Sprint because they just want to throw about. You guys are pathetic. I could go and insult you and use profanity, but I don't want this video to be removed from YouTube or any other sources I may choose to publish this video later on. So I'm gonna leave it like that. It wasn't professional that you guys are acting in a way to attack people just because they don't agree with your views, or you think that you have a legit issue, but your stories are inconsistent. I would not allow that. And I'm not going to allow any attacks against my person. And anybody who creates a profile with my name will be reported. It will be deleted from Facebook. And I will be proceeding legally to have your IP banned permanently. Not to mention that I could pursue legal actions against anybody who decides to attack me in a racial kind of way. So I will leave that. I'm gonna end that right here. Now, first real topic to discuss about the BlackBerry 10 release. Sprint announced that it will carry the BlackBerry Q10 and chose to skip the BlackBerry Z10 for the time being. Great device. I'm gonna say they look great, both devices. However, Sprint made a decision to carry the Q10 because most of the subscribers at Sprint who use BlackBerry devices prefer the full keyboard. Having a full physical keyboard over a touchscreen keyboard is the biggest advantage. And the ones who want the Z10 are a minority. They're a niche group in Sprint. And perhaps every carrier. And unfortunately, they're going to find out the harsh reality when the devices don't sell as quickly as they expect. However, I do expect Verizon Wireless pushing this device because they don't have any other flagship device that is an Android or the iPhone. And they want to push this device. And I guarantee it will sell more than the Lumia 900 and the 920 on AT&T. That's my personal prediction. And if I look angry, I'm sorry. All right. Next subject to discuss about is the constant trolling campaign Mobile Nations are endorsing. First, we had Press Central, which is now WebOS Nation. This was regarding the paperwork, as we know it in the US as the HP Press 3 with WebOS. That was never released in the US because HP didn't want to release any more WebOS devices because they did not move well on any carrier. I know some people are still upset and I still blame Sprint for not carrying the Press 2 or the Press 3. Why don't you ask HP why they did not want to honor a contract that Palm had with Sprint, and they are legally acquired, and they're still we're still talking about it almost 2 years later. Come on, let's give it a rest. Also, the Windows Phone Central campaigns. All I gotta say is, excuse me. Yeah, they're boring. I got bored out of their trolling. And then lately, the trolling is starting to backfire because we're using the same stories from the website they come from, just to kind of prove their points. Hey Warren, that was classic yesterday. I owe you. I owe you that one. But now there is this trolling, spamming, and harassing campaign coming from Crackberry members. Yes, those three sites that I mentioned: HP Central, which is now Web of Best Nation; Windows Phone Central, as I like to call them, WP Central, because they're full of trolls; and now Crackberry. Please, to the members of to the people who make sense at Crackberry, stop this nonsense. And if this is endorsed by Mobile Nations, you guys are gonna force me to name you. You're gonna force me to name you Trollberry. And really, I don't want to do that. And yes, Trollberry is gonna be trending worldwide very soon if this trolling campaign continues. All right, one more subject I want to discuss before we proceed to the awards. It will be the nice ignorance by Windows Phone Central on two articles which they have been ignoring. The first one is a leaked device by the FCC that is supposedly an HTC based device for Sprint that has Windows Phone 8. There's conflicting stories about it, but it was reported by one of Windows Phone Central favorite reporters, Alan F. And I'm gonna take my hat off to him because he will not write anything positive about Sprint or anything that in regards to Windows Phone Central. And I'm gonna take my hat off to him because he's at least he's been a little more consistent in that lately. The other report was an article written by another website that discusses why Nokia would not deal with Sprint and any other carriers. We're talking about the regional GSM and perhaps the entire CDMA community. Nokia needs Sprint. Nokia needs the CDMA community. And Windows Phone Central has been trying to bury this story since it broke out. And I'm not happy about it. And a lot of people in the community are not happy about it because they're trying. Windows Phone Central has been kissing Nokia's ass in regards to what they're doing. They're doing an incomplete approach. Nokia needs the CDMA community in the US, regardless of what people say. But the CDMA community is not going to accept any devices with China Mobile CDMA coding. Now, let's proceed to the good thing, which is the award show. I'm going to reveal the winners of each category and what was the percentage of the total votes. I'm going to start with the device of the year. The Galaxy Note 2 was the winner in that category with 45.5% of the total votes in the poll and the votes that I got on my mailbox. Story of the year. This was a major landslide, and we gotta give it. Everybody's very convinced that SoftBank and the 70% acquisition will be very beneficial. That was the winning choice with 87.5%. That was like 7 out of 8 votes. That's quite a margin. All right. Manufacturer of the year. This was a very good category for Samsung because they won it with 74% of the total votes. Company that needs a clue. 80% of the members that voted chose Apple. It's a shame. Apple has made great devices, but they need a clue on how to move forward. Moronic decision of the year. And once again, this goes to Apple and their sue everybody approach with 56% of the vote for that option. Next category, company with a vision for with a vision to move forward. 67% voted for Samsung. And Samsung has earned it because the Galaxy S3 and the Galaxy Note 2 are amazing devices. They are incredible. And I think everybody, almost everybody in the community that we run at We Love Sprint will agree with my comment. Mobile operating system of the year. With almost 90% of the vote goes to Jelly Bean, Android 4.1. Very, very good system. There's certain things I still don't like personally, but it was better than iOS 6. And far better than Windows Phone 8. I actually put Windows Phone 8 last. I even put BlackBerry 7 ahead of Windows Phone 8, but that's a personal opinion. Alright. Website that we cannot live without. With 62.5%, that means 5 out of 8 votes went to Sprint 4G update rollout updates, as we abbreviate it as 4GRU. They have been amazing with the deployment progress and reports. That's key information. Plus, they have a site where they give you a certain updates if you donate to them. And I would recommend donating to them because they have been doing an amazing job. Congratulations, guys. You deserve it. Now let's go from the site that we cannot live without to the category of the site that should be banned. My goodness, I was in shock of this. We actually have a tie between all the trolling, anti-Sprint groups and fan pages and Windows Phone Central. I wonder why both got a tie, but they gotta share the award. That's if they want it. Oh my goodness, that's probably making Ken Rowe cringe right now. and Aaron Michael Rowe. And anybody who's been sponsoring Windows Phone Central and people like the owners of that hate group. Alright, the next category. Most helpful member in the community. This was a landslide. And we gotta give this award because he really deserves it, because he's been fighting for all of us. Mr. Lonnie Ward, congratulations, amigo. You have earned this award. And I wish that I had an award to send you personally so you can film a video and say thank you very much for giving me this award, because you do deserve it. You have done so much for the Sprint community. As an advocate and as a member of the community advising on how to do things. You have my respect. Going from a member that helps to a member that should be banned permanently. Or as we like to call them, the troll that needs to be banned. I'm not surprised. I hope he has plenty of moonshine because he needs to drink it. Hey, we've never been Dennis. Congratulations. You got 78% of the vote. And you deserve it because you've just been trolling nonsense since forever. And we actually are sick and tired of it. Now, shocker of the year. With 50% of the vote, the devices that have come this last year supporting simultaneous voice and data operations, as we call it as SDO, got 50% of the vote. Very good decision, because I do agree that having that functionality eliminates the gap between GSM and CDMA providers and devices. And it's got a lot of people in the GSM community worried, and they should be, because CDMA is going to make a serious comeback in a couple years if they can pull this, and if they can pull something like HSPA on the 3G side or the 3.5G side. And then Qualcomm is doing amazing things. And now, the last category. The Troll Destroyer of the Year. Guys, I gotta say, I am humbled. Thank you for voting for me. 78% of the votes came to me. I'm not gonna give you a long speech because it will be ridiculous, because you guys know how I feel about trolls. I hate them! Alright. I know this has been the longest vlog that I have done, and I'm starting it for some reason. I need a drink, excuse me. I'm gonna get to the mayor announcement. For several months, I have been contemplating the change of name for Widow Sprint. And Warren Dixon made a major argument to convince me to change the name. I'm gonna let you guys decide which name we're gonna use. I'm gonna put the options online later on. Way after this vlog is published, I will put all the options. I got 8 or 9 names. I think 8. I got 8 right here for the name change. I wanna take this group. Now that I have several moderators now that can use the work, that they can give me help here, because they've been contributing a lot, and people who are well aware of the community, including the members of the now dismantled customer advocate team, people like Lonnie Ward and several members in the community, and we're gonna take this to the next level. Doing the vlogs, we're doing polls. I changed the group to private because of the attacks, but if I will be willing to open the group if the moderators would want me to, but they suggested me to close the group just to keep it very organized. If they want to be a member, they're gonna be a member. They will have to request it. We will review it. We're gonna be reviewing the requests of people that we don't know. But if it's brought by if it is a member who has been added by another administrator here, and they're trustworthy, we will add them, because I want to take this group to the whole different level. It's not going to be all the time discussing how great Sprint is and we're going to go that Sprint is horrible because of this and that. No, we're going to keep the balance that we have. We're going to criticize when it's time to criticize. We're going to praise when it's time to praise, and we're going to have new stories related. And we're going to be identifying every troll that invades on the Sprint official social media, whether it's the forums, Twitter, Facebook. If Sprint wants to open a MySpace page, we'll be there too. Well, this is it. This is the end of the vlog. I want to thank everybody for watching today. This isn't the longest vlog I ever filmed. Like, it's almost 20 minutes into it. I would like to thank everybody who has been there, who has been listening, who has been suggesting ideas. If you got any suggestions that you don't want to discuss in public on our page, on our group page, you can send them to me, to one of the moderators of the group. This is Matthew De Jesus. I want to thank you once again for watching, and see you next time. Thank you very much, and have a lovely evening, lovely day, lovely week. And until next time, adios. Bye-bye.